That's a rite of passage right there. Third place soldier. Fucking real. Okay, I want to see this. Here's my, like, obviously, we're rooting for Tanner. We want to see the reset.
Yeah.
Anytime you get a situation like this, you root for the losers bracket player. And also, goddamn, does, like, Tanner deserve it. What a grinder.
And so good today.
He's played incredible today. They're going to core right away. It actually surprises me that. So here's what surprises me about this is when who was it against Josh? I believe Viral went Reaper on core. So no, it was against Rubik's. It was against Rubik's. So he was playing. So I wonder if it's a character thing or just how he's feeling, where he's bringing out the Trapper, feeling like it's. I mean, obviously, I think you can kind of just box around Ghost as Trapper, so it might just be a matchup thing. Whereas with Reaper, you're kind of like keeping out Soldier, that's a little bit more for this matchup. Although I don't think the Reaper Ghost matchup is that bad. Historically, Ghosts have not liked that matchup, but I'm saying that off of like information from like 4 years ago. I'm not entirely sure what the consensus is now. I've heard a lot of mixed takes. I know it's not Viral's favorite matchup.
Yeah,
Ghost moves slowly through the
This is just one of those things, like, I hate to say it, like, this is one of those matchups and maps where it's just like there's not a whole lot to say outside of they just have to play clean. You are just playing clean, and even though it seems slow, like, you're just like saying, hey, I'm just not gonna mess this up.
Yeah.
Tanner already all of his pearls out, Viral all of his platforms out. Like, dang.
Oh.
That was a good combo. That almost looked like server lag, but maybe that's just me. Just a little bit. Okay. Well, it's Tanner's counter pick. Obviously, all the pressure's on him right now. TheViralMelon, historied player. Probably top 1 in the game's history.
Yep.
But he's kind of been on a slump recently. Trying to figure out, but he's just coming back to his main character, Trapper. Taking the game a little bit more seriously again. Maybe this is his comeback. Like, this would be big if he could come back to the first major in a very long time. First major of 2024 and win. I believe this is the first major. Is it not the first major of 2024? Was Gooms like in January?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Second major of 2024.
It's also very important to realize that Tanner is hosting this tournament.
Oh, that's true! That's the real Duel TNT. That's the real way you win tournaments in Duel TNT is you host them. The gods just favor you if you host.
Yeah, that's real.
Every time,
real.
Most people's first tournaments they've won was on a tournament they hosted.
Mm-hmm.
That's like been true for like half a decade at this point. Well, let's see if This is a weird map because this is good for both characters. This is like one of those like maps where both characters just threaten you. In some ways, I kind of like Ghost because Ghost can take these big pillars like right here. Like Ghost can take these big positions, and Trapper has a harder time pushing it off. But if Ghost attacks you, it can easily push you off.
No,
but I feel like the Trapper, like what's scary about the Trapper is like you just get those fast arrow shots, like they instantly come out and you can cover so much space so fast. Very tough. Oh, does get the pearl. That's huge. He was kissing the void right there.
Oh, 2 pearls?
He was kissing the void. Yeah, 2 pearls right here. That's still dies. Oh, you know that's like he needs to dig deep. He needs to dig deep.
Yeah. He might have even needed to sack that stock because you really can't scroll around the Trapper. Because
Uh,
then it just sets up its arrows and it's
God,
just not good.
Viral's so good at just fitting in these little hits in the middle of these things where he's just right
Yeah.
there. He
Oh.
just knows. He just knows just short blast to cover. I think this is Viral's like experience where he just can cover so much space and he's thinking Viral just thinks so far ahead. It's like his superpower in Duel TNT. He's so ready for whatever
Well,
you
he
do.
just has so much experience. It's really
Yeah.
hard to beat that.
It feels like
when
he's
it comes
it
down
feels like
to
he's
it.
playing a half a second in the future. Feels like somehow his
It
stuff
honestly
comes out
does.
fast. Like he makes Reaper seem like a fast character because he's just shooting so far ahead of where he knows you want to be. It's crazy. He's just that person. Oh, Tanner. Okay, he needs to.
I think now that he's like,
This
yeah.
is the moment. Like, does he crumple? Tanner has had a history of tournament nerves, but like if I don't. Oh, he switched to Reaper. I didn't even notice. I
Yeah.
wonder what the. This is like not even a Reaper map. I know he's always said that this is Trapper's worst map. Do you feel that way, Rubix?
Yeah, because like once you have the bedrocks and with the bedrocks being like the ones that last forever or like last to the end naturally,
Yeah.
you're so far away that it's just so hard to like both gauge the distance with your arrows and like where your opponent is and also just getting the arrows over there, you know?
Wow.
And your opponent
He's
just can
like he's
respond way
got like
faster.
this is like that moment where it's like very hard for Reaper though because
Oh, but we're getting a last block situation.
we're getting into a last block situation. This is basically where Ghost does it.
Yeah. Okay.
He
let's
still
see it.
has one teleport left. Can he do the full
He just
cycle?
needs to
He
solo
does
2
the
more
full
lives after this.
cycle. He still has a
Okay.
life.
Oh,
No,
Tanner still has
he's
teleport.
no.
Oh,
Hit him
that's
off the top. That's crazy.
oh,
The
dang,
viral melon, ladies and gentlemen.
It's great that
dang.
Winner of this tournament gets
Oh
invited to my
man.
wedding.
For real, dude. Yeah.
What? What? Oh, come on, man.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Kristen's loving this right now.
No, I'm not. I was rooting
Yes,
for
you
you the
are.
whole way.
Uh-huh.
Bullshit.
No, we were both
Bullshit. Bullshit. I want Rubik's to
We
win,
literally
guys.
were.
I want Rubik's to go. I want
Hey,
Rubik's to
I'm
win.
a bit of a
Aiden,
Rubik's fan myself.
Aiden, was I hyping up Tanner? We'll just do post-match interviews now. So here's my question. With Josh. No, with Rubik's, when you went to core, you picked out the Reaper, and with Tanner, you picked out the Trapper. Was that a character or a player?
It was a character thing. It just depends on how I want to play, because Soldier on core has such a hard time getting to endgame. Like, as Reaper, I can play so much more of a war of attrition, which I think is what I want to do against Rubik's a lot of the time. Because what he really looks to do, and this was totally true when he was playing Trapper and Assassin as well, these classes are super good at enabling this, is just never let up on pressure. He wants to smother you, never let you get information, never let you get a stable position. And you just need to be able to play in a way where you can take a step back and play some normal, honest, and good old-fashioned neutral.
Yeah,
and
no,
find your
I
openings that
hate
way.
whatever thing. I hate it when it's like neutral.
The neutral was actually really tight on your core match against Tanner. I just think it's a very slow-paced neutral where it's just burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw at the very end, I Swiss cheese myself, right? At
Yeah,
the
it
very
was so
end right there.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how do you feel that this is your first major win ever? You've never won a major. You've placed once and you got second place. You've historically had a curse
Viral
at every
steamroller
major.
curse. Oh my god, dude.
How do you
Yeah,
feel?
I have a lot to say about this, because, you know, I'm going off to college in the fall. Might be like the last time I can really seriously compete in this game. I'm a little upset that Zephyr and Squeck and Shubba weren't here, because I think I could have beaten them, but I didn't get the opportunity. I mean, they gotta hold that, because I win. You know, you don't show up, I win.
Yeah.
I'm so...
Well, you know what I said. I said like everyone remembers the people who win the majors.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you don't show up, you don't show up.
And that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because all the majors, I don't win them, and it's always been frustrating. I feel like I've always had this curse as a player to never quite be the best. There's always someone who just comes in, and within a few months, they're just the best, and then nobody can touch them, and then they retire. With Pi, it was a little longer. With, I don't know, a couple other players a little shorter, right? But so often, like, people will just come in and they'll just have some kind of talent for the game where they don't need to have a top player teach them or anything. They're just that good. Sometimes it's because there's like a broken strategy or whatever. They're just using the meta, which all the power to them. Sometimes they're just good, right? Sometimes they just win with Wizard and they kick everyone's ass. And I gotta respect that, but it can be so hard sometimes. And I feel like that's the same way with a lot of players that try to approach this game really analytically. Because always the way I've kept up with the meta is I've tried every time I play, I record it, I VOD review it, I analyze it, I talk about it with people. I always trying to figure out ways to optimize what I'm doing. And I feel like I've probably had one of the slowest arcs as a competitor to get to top level of most people. Like, back when that happened, it wasn't really that unusual, but it took me like over a year to get in top 3 of a tournament. And that's not really been the case with a lot of people. Um, so
Yeah.
just being constantly stuck in that sort of second place, third place. Like, I've got the most second, third, and first place finishes of anyone for a while. Now I don't have the most first place finishes, but second and third, it's like not even close, right? Because I'm always competing. I've competed for so long. I played this game for 7 years. And to just always be in the state where I'm not quite there is so frustrating sometimes, because a lot of the time I feel like even though I put so much work into understanding the game, other people just don't have to. Um, and first of all, I'm so glad to see people are putting work into that now. Like, Tanner studies this game so much, he tries to understand the strategy so much. Rubik's, when he joined when he was playing Trapper, he was constantly asking people for advice, and Shaba even, like, Shaba's been around for a while, only really got to top level recently. But she didn't just get to top level because Overlord got buffed or whatever. Obviously that helps, but that's not the reason. Like, she
It's
found
a broken character.
optimizations as a character, or as a player. So I don't know. It's nice to see that, but it's also a little painful because, I mean, Tanner just said, right, he's never won in a tournament, and I don't know, I feel like he deserves it at this point.
Yeah, I know Tanner doesn't believe me, but like I actually am like the biggest Tanner fanboy. I think he does deserve it as well, but I think you've had it coming for a long time, and it was sick to see you do it with both of your characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because
for
I know
sure.
how much time has been put into both of them, and they both looked incredible. So to see you like come full arc that was incredible. And I think it's crazy how far Tanner's come. I feel like I talk about Tanner the way I talk about like my students or like parents talk about their kids. But I'm like I talk about you positively, but only when you're not around.
Literally though, the moment he joins VC, it's like a whole different tone with
I
him.
can't let him know. I
It's
can't let
like,
him
eh,
know that I'm
fuck this
secretly.
guy.
I can't let him know I'm a Tanner fan. How you
Yeah.
feeling,
Right.
Tanner?
Okay, so I made a lot of mistakes versus Josh's first round. That's why I went to game 5. Like, I feel like the very beginning, the first 2 matches I had, Josh and then Viral, I made a lot of mistakes. And then when I got into like losers, I feel like losers bracket is just my home because I just
You really
struggle in
picked it
winners
up,
so
man.
much.
Oh yeah, there was such a long period where you just never won a winner's match because you were the lower seed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was just always a low seed. And then the one time where I was actually good in a winners match, I lost to Squectangle, like the very beginnings of Squectangle, and that was
Right.
always fun. It was funny because my first winners final win was versus Viral. But anyway, um,
That's right.
I I felt good in losers. I feel like I really picked it up in losers. Like I felt like I don't know. I just like settled back in. I feel like my match versus Tristan actually helped me like settle back in
That
to
makes
like
sense.
to like sort of like a gameplay loop because I feel like I was thinking a lot. I was thinking way too much during Viral's match, and I feel like that was just a like handicap on me. I feel like I do well when I don't think too much. And then like when it got to like Josh's match, I kind of like was continuing that, and then as well as like Rubik's, I just felt very good throughout it. And I was feeling pumped, like ending Rubik's match. I was like, okay, let's go now. I probably should have taken a break and reset my brain to be like, okay, he's probably gonna be playing Trapper. I shouldn't run at him blindly, but I did regardless.
I mean, he didn't play Trapper. Paid off.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, your run through losers was nuts. I mean, compared to your winner set with Josh, where it went to game 5, like it was an absolute sweep, and I can
Yeah.
really see that sort of confidence. 3 sets isn't that strong on paper, but in this tournament, that's pretty insane to go through.
Yeah,
Going
that
into
is.
Trapper, I just feel like I struggle with the matchup. I feel like I struggle with a different matchup every single tournament. Like I struggle with Soldier one tournament, then Gardener, then like Mad Scientist, then Reaper. Like it's always one of them, and I guess Trapper was that one this time. But you know, I just got to work on it more.
I think your problem with Viral is you weren't ready for the Trapper. It's a unique matchup. I mean, that's one of the problems with this. Not, I won't say problems. That's just like one of the things about Duel TNT in general is you're so solid, and then someone hits you with a ghost, or a soldier, or an assassin,
Echo,
or
Overlord,
someone hits you.
Shard.
Yeah,
you know.
someone hits you with or even just like Mad Scientist. You're like, how hard can Mad Scientist be? And that's like it's a whole different. Even like I've had to get used to Viral's Reaper, and Wizard is even making a comeback. Yeah, like in Squectangle's Gardener, it was like everyone just kind of was like, Gardener, you should just be able to beat it, and they come
Right.
up with a strategy. I mean, that's
Yeah, 'cause
kind of
it's
the
so
beauty
hard
of
for like
that's the
the
beauty
trainer
of it
company.
too. Sometimes, no matter how good you are, you just start a matchup, and sometimes it's like square one. There's 11 characters in the game, and you have to know 11 matchups.
I honestly feel
Yeah.
like I feel like I was getting the hang of Viral's Trapper. I was just making so many mistakes. Like I kind of just I don't know. That first set versus Viral, I feel like I could have at least taken to game 5. I just didn't do well enough that time. What really surprised me in in the grand finals was fucking Viral Scythe on the wall.
Oh yeah,
That was
that hided you.
That
Yeah,
crazy.
put me
honestly.
You were dead anyways. You were
no,
dead
I
anyways
was
because he
pretty
No, he
had
much
could have
two.
I
won
was
that.
trying
He could have totally won
I
that.
could have no, I could have
Yeah.
won that. I had it. I had it. Like but cuz I was so high up in the air. I had so much time left.
But he had 2 lives, right?
I had
But I
one.
can he, you know, he had 2,
I had
but
0
at the same
feathers and
time
2
like
lives.
he was about to die and I was still high up.
Yeah.
And you thought like
So
maybe you could have landed on his like platform or done something
He
crazy.
that's what I
just
was
Yeah,
planning.
Ghost just
what
lives
an
onto
ending.
there. Like
No,
going into
yeah,
that
yeah.
last zero block situation, I was like, okay, I have to interrupt what he's doing on the wall, or I just lose this. Like Ghost's ability to stall is just so much better.
I had no pearls, but I had full stall ready to go.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Like
did.
a full
Yeah.
set.
I just like I blinked and then the map was gone that game. Like I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
That
that
has to be one
honestly
of the
was
craziest
pretty
endings,
fortunate.
like, because usually zero block situations, it's kind of like,
Pretty
okay,
lame.
we all go home, but like, man,
Yeah.
a wall scythe off the top on Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
that has to
crazy.
that has to go down as like one of the
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Viral, how are you gonna pay yourself?
I'm gonna pay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not spend money, dude.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
not
think I'm gonna
treat
do?
myself
Save
out.
money
I'm
by
gonna
winning
not
tournament.
treat myself out to ice cream today.
Well,
I'm so
How about I just
embarrassed.
how much is first prize again?
The treat is that I get to treat. The treat is that I get to keep $30. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like
That is crazy. Dude, you should have made it like a $1 million prize pool.
no, I didn't think I was gonna win that tournament, dude.
First prize $1 million, second prize $15, third prize $5. Oh yeah, Rubik's, you win $5. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Ooh.
Ooh,
I,
you can get a side up prize at McDonald's.
I think I definitely got the passion for Duel TNT back. Honestly, playing Soldier is so fun. I mean, it kind of feels like the same with Trapper, right? Because instead of arrows, you have like slime and air nade and Mega Bomb.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I got all my juices coming back. Like playing the
Yeah.
soldier, it's really fun. It feels like what assassin should have been for me, to be honest.
Here's my question: is the assassin gonna ever make a comeback?
I don't know.
So,
I feel like I probably only play it casually. I mean, the thing about Assassin is that it always has that like 2 TNT bow, right? And so it can get really stally, and like once you get to like the higher level gameplay, it kind of feels like you have to just keep jumping around. Because if you're not, then what are you doing? You're like throwing stars and
mhm.
darts, right? But uh, it doesn't
It
feel
did
like
get
you're
some
doing
buffs,
too
but
much.
yeah,
Yeah, but like it feels like the main core gameplay is just like jump around, shoot the
that
stars
in
and
game
darts
is
and
very
stuff.
hard with assassin. I
Yeah,
agree.